Hello and welcome back to Invincible Asia. I'm George Clark and this is another episode of VHS Rewind, where today I'm going to take a look back at the old VTC UKX rental of Mad Mission Part 2. Don't forget folks, before we go any further, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, ring the bell and all that jibber jabber, and thank you very much for supporting Invincible Asia. So yes, following on from last week's episode featuring the first Mad Mission movie and one of my oldest videotapes in the collection, comes the VTC original rental release for Part 2. Oddly, they didn't pick up Part 1 or Intervision didn't release Part 2, but I was very lucky to come across this in my early teen years. Number 67 of my collection. So yes, the 67th title of mine to own, and I was determined to own the biggest Asian movie and Kung Fu collection in Northern Ireland. I think I achieved that, although I've pretty much got rid of half of them since then. But this I picked up in the early 90s, probably 92, 93, around that period of time. But it is a gorgeous, gorgeous piece and such a fun movie. This I got from B&M Electrical, which was more widely known to us in Belfast as Tar Street Video. Another one of my favourite video stores to go to. Now this guy mainly fixed televisions and video recorders, things like that. Every time you went in, there was pieces lying everywhere and you had to walk over all these old TVs and video players that he was working at to get to the videos that he had around the store. And he had this incredible martial arts section. I mean, it was a wall like this. It was just packed with videos, and I got so much from there. I got Mafia versus Ninja, I remember that. Some of my Cynthia Rothrock ones, some Shaolin titles, but also this VTC version, or release, sorry, of Mad Mission 2, ACES Go Places 2, starring Sam Hui and Karl Maka, Sylvia Chang again, Choi Hark is in there, and the movie is just as crazy as the first, if not more so. But I loved it. I loved that initial attack on Sam Hui when all the helicopters and all the flying bits come together and they build into this big robot that he has to fight in his apartment. I had never seen anything quite like this when I was a young teen. It was just bonkers. Now, of course, I'd grown up on many Jackie Chan titles, Kung Fu titles, things like that, but nothing quite like Mad Mission. Even though I'd seen the Lucky Stars, etc., this was something quite different. But yes, a gorgeously put together cover, and of course part of that VTC collection that I have, and probably 5 or 6 titles of, and I've shared maybe 1 or 2 with you already there. So VTC, distributed by CBS. I don't know if I've ever shared that with you before, but up here in the corner in small print, it does seem to be a CBS company. And the movie itself was made in 1983, but also released, as I see down here, in 1983 by VTC. So when you're done watching this, why not head over to Korea Disco, where you can find an incredible selection of Korean VHS movies featuring a wide collection of Hong Kong titles, Hollywood movies, and so much more. You'll also find a great selection of K-pop music and memorabilia, and plenty of other movie-themed goodies. It played pretty clean, I have to say. There was no issues with it whatsoever. There was no trailers, it just goes straight into the film, but it was quite clear. I didn't have to hit the tracking button at all. You can see on the sticker here though, I have put in the number 2 with pen, because it was just labelled as Mad Mission. I already had that, and being an anal teen, that I had to add that. I did that with a few videos. Of course, my signature up top here, as you can see, and on the sides you do have the Video Hire Store stickers there to make it official. Now the VTC cases were great. They came in gold, which I loved, and I always wanted to own the whole collection. They just didn't ever release enough Asian titles. But yeah, inside, of course, you can see in the inner cover my signature up there, so I could claim it back when people stole it from me. And when I flip this round, you'll just see how gorgeously put together VTC is. Their design I always loved. I just thought it was brilliant. But also the paper, like some of the covers I pull out, they're very, very thin, but this is like card. They really did do a good job with their releases. I just wish there was maybe a trailer on here for maybe part 1 or part 3. I'm not too sure if VTC went on to release any further Mad Mission titles, but I do know that part 3 and 4 they did have UK video releases there. I've just never been able to get my hands on them. So if you do have them and you don't want them, you know where I am. But also I do keep my eye out for these because I would love a complete collection, of course. I mean, there's nothing really much more to share with you other than the fact that it is just a gorgeous piece. And as I say, the tape, even after these many years, what's that now, 42 years. Wow, 42 years and it still plays without a hiccup, without hardly a line coming up on the screen. That is just crazy. Now obviously that probably means as a rental it didn't hire out too well, but I'm glad for that because it means I can go back to this with its original English dub, which was quite fun and quite quirky. But yeah, I have a great time with this. If you haven't already experienced the Mad Mission or ACES Go Places series from Cinema City, please try your best to check them out. And of course, we will be getting all of these movies, hopefully in a gorgeous box set from Shout Factory and Arrow Video and Imprint in Australia with this new Cinema City Golden Princess deal very, very soon. Anyway, this has been the VTC original X-Rental for the UK of Mad Mission Part 2. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all of your continued support. It is truly greatly appreciated. Until next time though, enjoy your Kung Fu and I'll see you soon. So thank you once again for watching another video here on Invincible Asia. Don't forget you can check out hundreds of others here on the channel. You can also show your continued support by heading over to my new merch store or by checking out invincibleasia.com where you can read my full movie reviews and follow me on Instagram @InvincibleAsia. Until next time though, enjoy your Kung Fu and I will see you soon.